and we pose that we have we cannot implement it. The policy is very clear. It's the reason that I gave you the number of parishes that we have. We have 101 parishes in the city, but only 50 parishes have government-aided primary schools. I'm talking about government-aided. These schools are not owned by government. Government only owns 23 of the 79 schools. 23. The rest are foundation body schools. We have a Islam, we have a Catholic. We cannot even develop on their property. We can't. It hurts. Recently, I hosted the former Speaker of Parliament at Luzia SS, and she said, "What is this? The buildings that I left are still the buildings that they are even almost collapsing, because KCCA cannot develop on a title that it does not own." But listen, gentlemen, today KCCA, the land board, sells off land of schools in Kampala. Just a few weeks ago, they were selling off all the Kampala secondary school land. KCCA procures land expensively in the city. Recently, we saw that one acre was going to cost 32 billion. 1 acre of land in the city, but it had valued its own 1 acre at a mere 4 billion. You sell off 4 billion and procure 32 billion. What economic sense is there? What economic sense is there? Ladies and gentlemen, the policy is clear that every parish should have a government, not even government aided, should have a government primary school. But it has government aided. We only have 23, if I can remember very well. That must stop. It's the reason that we have a high dropout rate. Minister, that must stop. I am the Lord Mayor. Mr. Bukangam. Anyway, don't get worried. I usually speak like that. Don't get worried, but I'm a good man. The Lord knows I'm a good man. 51 parishes have no single school. We have parishes bigger than districts. A parish like Mutungo has over 120,000 people. It has no primary school. It has no market. What will the people do? So, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to secondary schools, similar. I don't think that we have purely government public schools, purely public schools. We may only have about 6 or 7. The rest are government aided. And the schools that we take as government aided are these high-end schools that we support here in KCCA. The kind of these big ones, you know. I'm sorry to mention the Nabisunsa, high-end. And that's what we call ours. Imagine. That's what we call ours. Nabisunsa is high-end, it's not for the poor people. Makana College and others are high-end. Our poor people cannot manage, and that's the reason that people are dropping out of school because of lack of infrastructure, and that goes with schools. It is particularly painful that at the time when the city urgently needs more land for public schools and social infrastructure, there are concerns about the sale of school land that should instead be protected for future generations. Health. Health. In the health sector, Kampala currently manages only 8 public health facilities, 2 health center 4s, 4 health center 3s, and 2 health center 2s, which remain overstretched due to the high urban population and increasing healthcare demands. Many of these facilities continue to experience congestion, inadequate equipment, staffing limitations, and pressure on service delivery. When you got places like Kansanga, Kabalagala, which has hosted, it's a community that has hosted refugees, the pressure is too high, too much. We need school infrastructure right there. According to findings by the IDG, Kampala capital city has also faced concerns regarding corruption and public accountability. This underscores the urgent need to strengthen transparency, integrity, and efficiency within the city governance. Kampala is home to approximately 52,000 households, each looking for the city for opportunities, dignity, security, and improved services. These challenges are real, but are not beyond our ability to solve. They are a call for better planning, accountable leadership, innovation, professionalism, compassion, and collective responsibility. I firmly believe that through integrity, strategic leadership, partnership, and active citizen participation, we can transform Kampala into a cleaner, organized, inclusive, and productive and sustainable city for all. As Lord Mayor of Kampala, my mission is to build a clean, organized, inclusive, productive, and accountable city that works for all its people. In pursuit of this mission, my administration will convene a broad stakeholders engagement platform to discuss and shape the Kampala we want. I want to appreciate Bishop Chazi recently made a conference for the people to discuss the Kampala they want. From Namasuba and the fifth from Kampala. How I wish that we have the same here in Kampala. This engagement will be guided by the existing legal and policy framework governing the city, but most importantly, the Kampala Capital City Authority Strategic Plan for financial year 2025-26 to financial year 2029-2030. The future of Kampala cannot be designed by leaders alone. It must be shaped collectively by all stakeholders whose daily work, investment, and sacrifice sustain the city. We shall therefore engage leaders at every level. We shall call the landlords, property owners, business community, Uganda Revenue Authority and other agencies, investment authority, market vendors, street vendors, workers, taxi drivers, taxi owners, border riders, and their associations, professionals, urban planners, youths, women, civil society, religious leaders, utility service providers, including Uganda Electricity Transmission Company Limited, and others in that category, Uganda Telecom, MTN, National Water, and every kind of trade. Why? Unfortunately, not because I don't want to stay in one place, but I'm quite doing that. Why? Chiri local new customer. Chiri professional. Oxicala come don't be attending this age. Through this inclusive process, we shall discuss practical solutions. We shall discuss the card seat and even fails to reinstate it. Well, I want together. Because we could only need hijab, women need to do that is done must stop. I am a person speaking with experience. Over 30 years experience in engineering. I have a master's degree in Master of Science in Engineering. Not just engineering, but Master of Science in Engineering. Master's degree. I have different certificates, different diplomas in construction, diplomas in architecture. I used to lecture at the university when I had just a mere diploma. That means I'm competent in some of these things, especially the designs. I've handled a number of projects, big projects, national projects. When the Pope was coming, I was nominated to spearhead the construction of Namgongo. When the Pope, first citizen of the world, if I should say, I am the one who handled the project and was able to complete it in 3 months, record time. What's up? You got Gina. So I've worked for quite a number of people. I've lectured at the university for over 11 years. I had a diploma teaching degree students. You can now imagine. Now I have a master's, and it's not just previously attained. Najifuna da miaka ngama jigera kwenda makumi abiri kwa aba nafuta mambo ndio mungamete bendera. So we want to sit as key stakeholders in the Kampala and discuss the Kampala we want. Do you want a Kampala where someone just drops litters anyhow? Do you want a Kampala where anyone trespasses anywhere? Where a tree will be just cut? Where dumping will be normal? Where someone drives one way? Where national water will come and cut your road without permission? That's not going to happen. And that must be dealt with in that stakeholders engagement. For us, people in Kampala, to discuss the Kampala we want, make resolutions, which resolutions will be adopted by council. But we shall do that guided by the strategic plan. We cannot go away from it. We have a strategic plan that is in operation. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a class charter in place. We have a contract, a social contract with the people of Kampala on how to handle some of these projects. Look at time. Our goal is simple: to restore trust. People have no trust in Kampala now, but want to restore trust by calling these experts and coming out with solutions, practical solutions. Calling the members of parliament, calling those border borders. They know their interest more than you. So why do you debate for them? Why do you discuss for them? Why don't you bring them on board and discuss the Kampala they want, so that you later go and adopt the same in council? I can see many people are contesting as speakers. You know, council is guided by the speaker. So we shall restore trust, strengthen service delivery, promote dignity for all citizens, and create a Kampala that is planned, competitive, environmentally responsible, and economically vibrant. Together, through dialogues, professionalism, integrity, and collective responsibility, we shall build the Kampala we want for this generation and the generation to come. Mwekubile komungalo mugenda kujja mu discussing Kampala kimwagala. Mulyoke tutwale ebiteeso ebyo mu council. Gono ba speaker toyite council. Imiriro nziremu.
Kabwengera kujita.
Uli amanda mukama wange genda kiyita. Nanjagala obuyinza. As Lord Councillor, as Lord Mayor, I propose to promote the rule of law, fight impunity, and gradually transform the mindset of all the people living, working, and conducting business in the city. The law shall be applied fairly and consistently without selectivity or discrimination. Today we have a big challenge of impunity. Gamba nogu, you are doing something wrong, you are arrested, gamba nogu. Gamba you get an honor. That is not going to happen. That impunity must stop. And through such engagements, we must agree that no one will akwatibwe. Amaparking of which the KCCA, parking the movie, parking the mood to Patamutukayu. Tujukwata, never kukwata again, lava kuteza KCCA. I could have director. Kakata atenzi. Government we are such a kumenya obuyumba. Nabade nakayumba kukubu. Kali neat. Mutungo. Newe nakajewo. Nzenda bekesisere samani nenkajjawo abalabonaka olaba ne Lord Mayor ajiwa kaki nape katujewo waffe abategedde nti kati waliwo ekizibu. So twagala kutandikira kwawo abeeyita baloopu ne loopu yavuga bulungi loopu tojja kumpona wano mu kibuga njogera ku wange batajja kumugira. This process will begin through the stakeholders engagement that I talked about, and we shall have our goal to build a disciplined, orderly, responsible, and citizen-centered Kampala that works for everyone. As part of my mission to build a cleaner and more sustainable Kampala, my administration proposes, I do propose, Sija government I will do, but I propose. I told you that I'm the initiator. I initiate strategies in the city. So I will propose to council to explore and promote modern waste technologies capable of permanently solving the city's garbage crisis in an environmentally responsible manner. One of the technologies, I was recently telling Mr. Segufu that in Germany, they visited one of the technologies, but I think, was it cabinet or they never approved it. But recently I was with the ED and introduced one of the technologies of interest is the EKT technology developed in Brazil and used in parts of Uruguay Uruguay, and other countries. According to the information published by ektglobal.com, the technology is designed to transform urban, industrial, and agricultural waste into valuable industrial products with a zero waste. Ladies and gentlemen, the other machine I saw, you get waste, it has magnets that pulls out metal, but the rest is crushed and they produced products out of it. One of them that I saw and I have at home, bring it here. There is a small pack. Small pack. When they crash, it forms some powder. It's in this. And from this, they make 7 products. This is wood. Synthetic wood. This is what is made from waste. They don't sort, just grind. Pull out metals, grind with even plastics. And they make this powder. From this powder, they make 7 products. Which are these? Let me read my. The system reportedly converts waste into products such as bioorganic fertilizers. Look, note this. Biosynthetic wood. This is the wood. It has a strength almost equal to concrete. This wood. This wood, even much harder. It is used in claddings, construction of houses, and it's a technology that does not affect the environment. The good thing is that the developers are here in Uganda. I requested the ED to interface with them, but it also produces electricity and diesel in addition to wood. It also produces briquettes that does not affect the environment. So we shall stop cutting our tree cover. In Uganda, we cut every year 84,000 hectares of tree cover for biomass. So by having this, we are good to go. And what do they need? They need space, according to them, and they need guarantee that you will be able to supply, to give them garbage for over 20 years at memorandum. They are ready to produce and sell these products. I want this lawyer to have a feel of this product. But let me first show the ED and the minister. Can you come and take the minister? No, that product says so. You don't remain with anything apart from metal that is pulled out. The rest is crushed and you make products. We shall create employment opportunities. It is also said that using this you reduce waste 8 times. So we don't deserve to use landfills or dump sites. These are outdated. They are actually outdated. Let us love Kampala, love Uganda, and have a sustainable system. I know some of you may be depending on garbage. But I know you can even depend on government by selling these products, because it will create employment. So these are the innovations that we want Kampala to have, to create opportunities for our young generation. So, products such as fertilizers, biosynthetic wood for construction, liquid fuel, thermoelectric energy, briquettes, industrial raw material, and petroleum, while reducing landfill dependency and environmental pollution. The technology also reduces in water, it deteriorates very fast. Therefore, it's important that we safeguard the infrastructure by making sure that we handle garbage, making sure that we build drains. On urban planning, we shall promote disciplined and sustainable city development guided by the law, professional standards, and long-term interests of Kampala. We shall work to reduce unplanned settlements. Don't think that these people want to stay in such ghettos. But we must look to help them on having good settlements. Protect public spaces. Majority of our public spaces have been taken away. Long time ago, we used to have spaces where we could play, but they have been sold off. Colonel SS? Land has been sold off. It's a field where young people would go and play games, go back tired. That's the reason that they have now negative energy. We used to play, go back tired and sleep. Today, they use that energy to steal, because we have sold off the open spaces that they used to develop their talents from. Preserve critical infrastructure corridors. Today I've seen people constructing in our road reserves. That must end. Actually, we must make an inventory of all the assets and property that we have, including road reserves, because we manage road reserves, and ensure that physical development supports modern urban planning. On transport, I'm going to be very brief on this. We shall engage all stakeholders to promote more and more organized, safe, affordable, and efficient transport system. This includes improving road infrastructure, supporting better traffic management, creating order within the public transport sector, and promoting non-motorized transport and smart mobility solutions for the future of Kampala. I told you that because of jam we lose 240,000 man hours. So by doing this we shall have reduced jam. On enforcement, my administration believes in firm but fair enforcement guided by the rule of law, professionalism and respect for human dignity. Laws and regulations shall be applied consistently and without selectivity, while ensuring continuous public sensitization and stakeholders engagement, so that there is order in the city. Together we shall build a cleaner, organized, modern, sustainable Kampala that every citizen can be proud of, and every citizen call it home. As Road Mayor, I propose to operationalize, be attentive at this, to operationalize committees, street committees, in accordance with the KCCA Act. Minister Mulisa, I propose to operationalize street committees in accordance with the KCCA Act. These committees will strengthen community participation and serve as important grassroots platforms for identifying and reporting service delivery gaps across the city. When we have a committee, a street has its own committee. Someone will not play around with the street. You knock an electric pole, the committee team is there to see and be assured that you will reinstate it. When you pour garbage anyhow, the committee will be there to see and report to KCCA. We have a class charter, which is a contract between the people of the Kampala and KCCA. It was signed by the Lord Mayor, Elias Kukwago, and the ED. This is a contract between KCCA and the people. If I report, for example, if I take so long to approve your plan, beyond say 2 months, I can even take you to court of law. If there is a pothole and you report a pothole within 48 hours, it must be fixed. This is a contract between KCCA, and therefore I call upon the staff to make sure that we don't go into spending taxpayers' money, because the contract is in existence. Council, contract says Tokola. Tell God to give. And say to me. Saga. We have a social contract. Contract a client's charter.
The Honorable Lord Mayor, ekola iranja kuyamba kulaba kino ekola mu Kampala.
Kakati ye neuzita eyo ekola KCCA have a responsibility, a social responsibility to fix roads, to take garbage, and it's in the contract. Therefore we must not play around. Councillors have an obligation. It is clearly stated in the strategic plan. You must report, and we are going to make sure that we select a day to speak to our people, to our voters. Show them where we are. The good thing, I procured a truck that I will use at the start, as the ED helps in making sure that he provides machines and all that we shall be using to have brothers at the time that we shall set. So these committees are in the law. And some of the areas have committees of the kind. We are neighborhood committees. The Musina Banande, the Zikola. In China we have, in SAS we have neighbors committees, neighborhood committees. And they have worked a great deal. They are not going to be paid. They are residents, citizens, serious citizens that will form themselves into a committee and be able to jealously guard their property. The committees will support the implementation of service commitments, service standards, feedback mechanism, and communication channels provided under the Client's Charter, which is a social contract between the KCCA and the people of Kampala. Through this approach, we shall strengthen accountability, responsiveness, transparency, and citizen engagement in the delivery of public service throughout the city. As Lord Mayor, my administration proposes to fully operationalize the property rates governing laws and regulations under the Local Government Rating Act in order to strengthen accountability, improve service delivery, and restore public confidence in the local tax regime. Come here, Mr. Uma. On the Akulya Valuation Court. Eteka ligamba nti sente zikunganyiziddwa mu kitundu zinaddayo mu kitundu ekyo ne zikola ebintu bino wammanga, emyala, kasasiro, satellite, enguudo, n'ekyo kyonna ab'ekitundu kyebanaasalangawo. Era Ministone mukwanga tekigenda okulaga nti abantu bafuna there is value for money. Ministone akyayinza okuggyako ebitundu 25 buli 100 naye nga zigenda mu administration eyokulaba tezikwatibwako, zigenda purely okusavinga infrastructure development nga n'abantu bekozeemu kye bayita taxpayers association eri muteeka nti ratepayers association netitune taxpayers association nti abantu mu kitundu be banamanaginga kiki kye baagala okukolebwa yeteeka. It has never been repealed. So look, eteekawo eriyo limanyi era walisomesaako lirina okukola kye bayita rule of law. Rule of law is the implementation of the enforcement of the law, not just mere speaking about the law. Yes, I have already talked. When I was in Parliament, I spoke to Minister of Finance, and they said they are going to operationalize that. And I believe that it will be one thing that will make Kampala move strides. When we make all those roads within our communities, we can make Kampala a happy, walkable, clean, and smart city. That's what we want. Look, that's what we want, my boss. So there is a saying, you know. So, councillors, we are going to form. We are going to go back home, work with chairpersons at every level to make sure that we establish these committees that are going to trickle down service delivery so that the people that pay taxes, they get to know that there is value for money. Otherwise, today, they have no and nothing in control. To further strengthen transparency and citizen participation, we also propose to facilitate the establishment, yes, that taxpayers association I've spoke about. Our goal on this is simple.
Ng'akolera abo abantu bamujjonkera lwaki
nga bwe kyali ku lubereberye bwe kiri ne kaakano.
Ebikumi 300 bagende ku poliisi be reporting. Ku poliisi we tuba tusibuka kubanga tuba tumaze okugenda mu mateeka nga ekintu kye tugenda okukola kigenda kuba si kya bumenyi bw'amateeka kubanga tusoose ku poliisi. After kuva ku poliisi ffenna ne twegatta tudde ku nguudo. Oshegeera omuntu gwe tusanga gye tulaga tuba tugamba tugenda ku State Square gye tulaga mwenna be tusanga gye mulina okusonga oba ovuga motoka mpozi ng'oli mulwadde mpozi nga ambulance naye nga si ambulance kasa tubanga tuva Masaka tudda Kampala ne tukusanga ng'odda Masaka oba olina kukyusa kutugoberera gye tulaga kubanja buwanguzi bwaffe kugoba bana abasajja mu nsi yaffe mu ddembe kubanga ekituufu tetwabalondako. Nkugambye tugenda sooka ku police station tusooke twereportinge ffenna Uganda yonna abantu balirira abantu bisatu buli police station oba bina bagenze kitegeeza baba bajja kubawa amatu. We banaagaano obateeka mu stamp nti temukola ki temulumba tuba tugenda kuba bangi nti ensi yonna bonna bali luddawa. Kitegeeza tuba tulina okulumba amateeka oba baagala oba tebaagala. Kaakati mwe
called thieves by the public. I was told of a counselor who went and visited a school and put the head teacher on cuffs, handcuffs. Temukiwulirangako bakansa temukiwulirangako mu abasigadde abalungi mwakiwulire. That kind of corruption must not happen. And believe me, I am going to be very tough on matters concerning corruption. With corruption, you are eating the road. With corruption, you are eating, you are destroying something. You are destroying life. Therefore, we must join together and fight corruption. I call upon the technical team to run away from this. Run away from this. So as part of this reform agenda, we shall fully digitize approvals. I want to request the team, because we are strategic thinkers. When we went to Rwanda, we found that almost everything is digitized. The approvals, the payments, procurement systems, they had e-procurement systems. So in order to minimize human interfaces, eliminate leakages, and enhance operational efficiency, we shall also strengthen e-procurement, introduce public tracking mechanism for service requests, and operationalize effective citizen feedback platforms in line with the client's charter, recently signed by the Lord Mayor and the Executive Director. The future of Kampala depends on building institutions that are transparent, responsive, and accountable to the people. By embracing technology, strengthening oversight, and promoting a culture of integrity, we can restore public trust and lay a firm foundation for a cleaner, safer, and more prosperous city for all. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, the city cannot be designed by leaders alone. It must be shaped collectively by all stakeholders, those who daily work, invest, and sacrifice sustain this city. I have already agreed the Executive Director to organize stakeholders engagement after approval by Council, so that we can discuss the Kampala we want. I call upon you, ladies and gentlemen, to join me in that, so that we can build trust amongst our people. I end by thanking the Almighty and thanking KCCA for organizing this, but also apologize to those that we are stopped from coming in because of the Ebola disease. Thank you for God and my country. bale mwenna mbebaza basobodde okujja kigenda kwogera Luganda naye mbebaza nnyo mwebalire ddala Katonda abampeera omukisa. Tutte essaawa ndowooza dakika nga 3 zokka munsonyiwe.
Thank you, Your Worship. Thank you, Your Worship. That was the inaugural speech of His Worship, the Lord Mayor of Kampala. Welcome to City Hall. A bigger hand clap for the Lord Mayor, ladies and gentlemen. And now that the Lord Mayor is done, while we were there, the Minister for Kampala, I don't know whether I've addressed her right, but at least what I can confirm is that she's the member.
Former minister.
What?
Former minister.
The former minister, okay. But the member of parliament for Kampala Central. Before we sit, we are going to request the executive director to give a vote of thanks. And after that, the minister, the acting minister has said that she's still the minister for Kampala. Let's clap for that. So, allow me at this point, invite the executive director.
I want to thank my team. Just thank my team. I wish to appreciate my team, headed by Your Excellency. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. May God bless you. Yes, thank you, Your Excellency. I want to thank my team, headed by Honorable Joseph Balimwezo. Can you come closer? Joseph Balimwezo and your team. They will Mangwe, Doctor Mangwe. And team there are 4 official ones. Dr. Martha Balikudembe, Deo and Chiza. There are 5. Thank you.
Thank you, Worship. These are the first people to have been recognized by the Lord Mayor of Kampala. They have gone down in history. Indeed, please pass on the vote of thanks.
Honorable Mr. Kabanda, the Minister who has guided Kampala Capital City Authority and Metropolitan Affairs for the last 5 years, Your Worship, the Lord Mayor of Kampala, Salongo Balimwezo Ronald Nsuga, members of Parliament present, Honorable Authority Councillors, religious leaders who have blessed this occasion, directors, deputy directors, and staff of KCCA, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My work is simple today. I'm to extend a vote of thanks to all of you. I therefore rise to extend our heartfelt appreciation to all of you for gracing this important occasion of the swearing in of His Worship, the Lord Mayor of Kampala City, and the Honorable Councillors. I convey warm congratulations to His Worship, the Lord Mayor of Kampala Capital City, upon assuming this important office. Congratulations to the authority councillors upon your election and swearing in today. May God bless you and guide you through your journey. I take this opportunity to recognize and appreciate all of you who have taken time to be with us this morning. Your presence has demonstrated the love for unity, goodwill, collective support towards leadership and development of our beloved city. Today marks not only a ceremonial event, but an important institutional transition of leadership, renewed commitment to service, and the continued transformation of our city. My team, please stand up. Your Worship, we deliberately selected the directors, deputy directors, and town clerks to attend this function. The restriction which was put on the public was also put on our staff. If we were to invite all of them here, This tent will only be for KCCA and beyond. They are in their offices working, but their spirit is here, and they congratulate you upon assuming this office. And sit down. If I had given
everybody. Kampala yaffe ffenna si ya mutumu, si ya president, si yange, si ya Honorable Balimwezo, but as a practical person, please do like you've been doing. Work as been working and cooperate as you've been doing. So thank you very much for good and my country.
Nze asoose okufuna akaaba ka Lord Mayor nkikubire mu ngalo. Well, Supreme Card yali naffe era Lord Mayor ngambye nti akulabye era bwe bali kujja Honorable Mpindi mukambaako Lord Mayor naawe akulabye. Ekirala kyaŋŋambye kyange naye era bwe mwagala omutuukako yenze. We have Honorable Mwadanku Nyingi, Mr. Chitezi, naye ali wano naffe. Omulala bannange ng'olaba nti no w'amaanyi, oli w'amaanyi kuteeko. I hope the Lord Mayor is really happy that you have graced this function, and the Honorable Council that have assumed office, you're equally welcome to KCCA, and we believe we shall work together for the best of the betterment of Kampala. We are going to have the anthems. We have the last announcement here, that is tomorrow. Tomorrow we are assembling for the first council sitting to elect the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker at 9 a.m. We shall also use that same day, the Public and Corporate Office shall take your pictures that we shall refer to for the rest of the 5 years. And please come on time, be here by 8:30, started by 9, we start. During that council session, it is when the date for the next council to present the Deputy Lord Mayor and the Executive shall be announced. But for now, allow us, and I request each one of you to stand up, and we have the anthems in reverse order. Worship, we are going to take a few portraits of you, and we are going to have the members of the platform to get to the platform as well, and take a picture that shall go back to the platform. Let's have the MPs first, then the division mayors, and the MPs, then the religious leaders. So after that, we shall have, after the religious leaders, we shall have the Lord Mayor, Lord Mayor, this is your official cameraman.
Tosindika bantu naye yogera ku bulungi tobasindika.
Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have the religious leaders next. Thank you, we can come down. Let's have the religious leaders. Let's have the religious leaders. We are requesting the we are requesting for the religious leaders only. Religious leaders only. Okay, the religious leaders. Sorry. Then next is the executive, the mayors. The mayors, division mayors.
Olwaleero tubadde tuswearingisa in Lord Mayor engineer Balimwezo Saalongo luupu wuuyo looza omulengera. Luupu Oweekitiibwa Joel Ssennyonyi afulumye omukolo guwedde. Oba olina omuntu gw'ofaananyi omusasuzi bagambye mugenda